Well, to complement our team, we had the lead in both games. We had numerous chances to put the game away, but one of the reasons that both of those teams are in the top 25, Georgetown most likely in the top 10 by the end of this week, is they know how to stay in games, and if teams don't put them away, find a way to get a result. And that's what our team has to take out of it, and they've already shown it in training this week, and that's one thing they have to learn. That's something you take out of playing tough teams, is you've got to play for the full 90 minutes, and if it goes into overtime, finding a way to win in overtime and having to put away your chances. We had plenty of chances to make Georgetown 3-0 or 3-1 and FIU 2-0 or 2-1, and we just didn't put it away. And at the end, they made plays when it counted in overtime, and our team still has to find a way to do that. Well, as you go into conference play, that's the number one priority in any sport in this country at the collegiate level and in any conference. The best way to get ready for a conference schedule is to play teams that when you make mistakes can punish you. That way you can identify your weaknesses, make them stronger, find out your strengths, so that when you get into that conference schedule, you've addressed both things and your team is ready to go in the conference schedule. The nice thing about this group of guys is they showed from the tough loss at DePaul and then finding a great result against Ohio State on the road. I know the team's got the inner strength to rebound from these tough two losses this weekend, especially as well as we played at times, and prepare ourselves to get two good results on this weekend to go into conference play starting on the 22nd. I thought last year's event showed what last year's team had. Last year's team had some resiliency, especially at the start of the year, with some of the juniors and seniors that were at that team. This year's event will be another opportunity, especially coming off this weekend, for not only some of our younger, very, very talented freshmen, but some of our older guys who, for the first time, are now in leadership positions where they're the ones that are looked upon to make the plays and win the games for us. The Chicago South Loop was a great sponsor last year. They're back on board again. It's great. We've got Wisconsin in again. We've also got IUPUI and Western Illinois, two good regional teams. And that's one of the things for this event. If we can get some of the best soccer in the region here to Flames Field, get great corporate sponsorship like the South Loop and also Lucky's coming back, I think it starts to create another year of a great event that can become an annual tradition. I think IUPUI, first and foremost, have got a great coaching staff. Coach Jacobs, everywhere he's been, when he was an assistant at IUPUI, those were their best years. He goes off to Penn State, helped Penn State get things going, worked with a bunch of MLS players. So he's going to have this team, even though their record is not what he wants it to be, they are a much better team than their record indicates. They have some young, talented players of which we must be aware. And I think they're traveling through a little bit of the same road we are. Talented young players, not quite ready yet to make the big impact, but once they do, it's going to be a very talented group of players. Western Illinois has been a great team here historically. They came to Flames Field in '06. It gave us one heck of an event with our first tournament game at home in several years. He's been at the top of the Summit League for probably the last 7-8 years. They play a great brand of soccer, very entertaining. Coach Johnson's done an excellent job down there. I expect that team to be another entertaining soccer game. They always are here. They're competitive. They play good soccer. It's going to be an open game. Fans wanting to see two teams that are looking to play can come out on Sunday and get that.